Hey YouTube, coming at you with a guitar review. This is a review for the G&L ASAT Classic. It's the tribute model, so it's from Indonesia. It's G&L's um, import version of their Telecaster. But I got this on Musician's Friend Stupid Deal of the Day for $300. It was knocked off $200 for that deal, and that was really the first time that I started checking in on those deals, and I I'm tuned into that pretty much every day now because they have some really good snags on there. Um, but this is an ash body guitar. It's beautiful wood grain in there. When I saw on the pictures that I was looking at before I bought it, I was hesitant because I didn't know with these natural finishes, but this is beautiful. A really thick polyurethane finish on there, which unfortunately, as you can see, I did a little accidental relic job. Um, and I've been buying hard cases for my new guitars lately to prevent that. I used to just be a knock around guitar guy. I've always, bought guitars that are usually under $300 because of that. But I have a Squire Affinity Stratocaster that I just really tore up. But I used this one for church, and I really wanted to get a guitar and take care of it, so I've been buying hard cases. And of course, I put it on the ottoman and drop it off and take a huge chip out of this beautiful finish. It was really thick finish on there. Luckily, it's on the back, so you can't really see it, but I guess that's one thing. The finish is kind of fragile on this. Somebody took a huge chunk out of there. Usually, you have to force it to get something like that, but maple neck, maple fingerboard, which is just really beautiful to me. To note, the imperfections you're going to get with an import guitar are usually up here. The frets, which in this case, these frets are beautiful. I wonder if they're medium jumbo or they're a little bigger. Maybe I'm just used to smaller frets on some of my other guitars, but these are a little chunky, and I just really love them, and they're finished really nicely on the edge. But the imperfection that I was trying to get to is up here. Ugh, man, there you see I go knocking it around again. It's up here on the edge of the fretboard where it looks like they, in the later stages of putting the guitar together, had to patch something up. I don't know, it's just roughed up a little bit there. I don't know if somebody scraped it against something or what. Looks like a synthetic bone nut. The biggest thing that bothers me about guitars under the $400 or $500 price range is the nut, and if you get acoustic or something, the saddle. It's like, so I was looking at semi-hollow bodies at Guitar Center, and just this piece of plastic where it was cut, and you could still see like the burrs from where the nut was routed, and it was just really, I was dead set on getting the Epiphone Dot, and then I went to Guitar Center and played one and totally changed my mind. I went back a couple of months later, still looking for a newer guitar, and started playing Tellys. I don't know if I've talked about this yet in this video, but I was looking at Tellys. I was looking at a Mexican Fender and a Squire Classic 550s, which I was going to buy in blonde, just like an old Blackguard, and was just sitting on it, and then this came up and I snagged it, and I could not be happier. I didn't get the vintage style neck with the gloss and the thicker C shape. This is a modern neck with satin finish that really flattens out down here, and I use this to play at church, and the practicality of it is just great. It's just comfortable to play, easier to play. You sacrifice the vintage appointment, but you get a lot of playability. The tuners, they're probably just cheap import tuners, but they work. I don't really see what everybody gripes about with cheap tuners. I mean, you got to tune your guitar. I try to tune it every 2 or 3 songs, anyways, just because guitars go out. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what everybody's griping about with that, but I'm fine with the tuners. Keep your guitar in tune. Everybody's crazy about these vintage guitars, and they go out of tune mid-song. So, whatever. Everybody's got their own likings, which is fine. That's what's great about guitars, is everybody gets to enjoy different things. I didn't dig the headstock at first, their take on the Telecaster headstock, but grown on me. It's cool. As you can see, I have the headstock tuner. I used to be a huge hater of headstock tuners. I was playing bass at church for a long time and used the Boss chromatic tuner, which is great, but I didn't have one anymore, and I was already running through some other stuff. So, and I saw some people playing these little discrete Planet Waves, Diodario Planet Waves micro tuners. I was like, man, that looks pretty clean. It's not like the big snark hangover satellite dish on your headstock. It's just a little line there, and it's on the back, and it's really accurate, really easy to read. You can count on it, and I've been really pleased with it. I've total 180 on headstock tuners. I have started buying them by the 2-pad now, because I put them on other stuff, although it doesn't fit on some of my guitars. I got one over here on my banjo. Might show that to you guys later. But I guess I should get into the guts of this thing. The pickups are not the G&L ceramics that you see on a lot of guitars, which I'm pretty sure are American. I know that's one thing people love about the tributes is the American designed pickups on the models that have ceramic pickups. I don't know about these Alnicos. They're just classic Tele pickups, which, I really don't care if they do come from overseas, because it's magnets with some wire wrapped around it, and it sounds like a Telecaster. I was thinking about putting some, like paying $200 and putting some Lawler pickups in there, which, I might do just to have some boutique appointments on it, and, I don't know, just flash it, be a little more flashier with it, with the tone. But I haven't played them, so I don't know if it's going to be that big of a difference. It doesn't sound that big of a difference from the reviews I've heard, and I might be tone deaf. But these things sound like a Telecaster, and I'm really pleased with them and enjoy them. When I was buying a Telecaster and wanted the classic vibe, it was because of the brass saddles, the classic Fender saddles. And these things have it. They're brass. And what's cool is they're split in half, so you can get proper intonation, which I was going to sacrifice because I wanted the vintage vibe, but people looking at this thing have no idea that they're not completely, vintage stylized. I don't think anybody really looks that closely, but you gain some intonation advantages, and you keep the vintage vibe of the brass. What else? I guess I can play it a little bit so you can hear it. Not going to... Oh, this is another thing. The classic... This is why I wanted a Telecaster, right there. Been playing that Stratocaster for a while with the tremolo that will give you a headache. Talk about tuning issues. This, man, talk about the best design. This might be the best design in all inventions ever. Might be a little bit of an overstatement, but man, I love that string through, sustain. Oh man, my camera almost shut off there. But man, it's nice. I've got it set up in the bridge, like twangy Telecaster with the tone all the way up. At church, I play in the middle with the tone about 8. Who knows? Till it sounds right. But I mean, I lead with this guitar, so it's not like I'm playing lead guitar. I lead worship with an electric guitar, and I don't play the blues on stage. But that's why you'll notice I don't really have all the chops and licks of a lead guitar player. I play contemporary Christian worship songs, so it's usually right around here. But I guess I can give you a little bit of a telly sound. So that sounds like a Telecaster. Straightforward. Neck pickup is great. Underrated for Telecasters. I think I'm running out of time a little bit. Underrated for Telecasters. But I love it. It's how a lot of people can play jazz on a Telecaster guitar. But if you were wondering, the amp that I'm running through is a little Fender 5-watt tube amp, Champion 600, about $150 to $200. Definitely a good buy for like bedroom playing or just, small stuff, but sounds really good. Anyways, I think I'm running out of time. Just a quick look through again. G&L ASAT Classic Tribute model. It's made in Indonesia. Runs about $300 to $500. Usually it's on sale. You know how those things go. You'll get this thing for $300. Good guitar, man. Really, really stoked about this thing. I love it. It's beautiful. Does what it's supposed to, and sounds great. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Adios.